So in the bulb market, I would say the main three biggest players from the known brands are General Electric, Osram and Philips. And this here is the latest line from General Electric, which I'm gonna test in this video, and they claim up to 150% brighter. I don't really think that's true, but they are definitely brighter than a standard bulb. That I can believe. And from looking now, there's a new laser next generation that I don't have available yet, and I think maybe that is more of a counter attack to the General Electric. Since they claim up to 150%, then Osram also needs to release a new series saying the same stuff to not lose customers, but I don't know, we will maybe test that bulb in the future. But for now we will test against the Osram Nightbreaker laser, and we also have a Philips Extreme Vision H7 bulb. And all of these bulbs have these blue places on the glass. I think this is more of a aesthetic thing to give out a little bit blue light at some angles, and they specifically don't put the blue filter in front of the tungsten coil itself, and I think that is because then you won't have as much brightness in the main spot. But on the glare light it doesn't really make too much of a difference if it's a little bit bluer and lower light. Overall the designs are fairly similar. I feel the cone shapes on the top are a little bit different, but other than that they all follow the same H11 specs, so it's not too much they can do to make it brighter or in the construction, because it needs to be roll legal, and for that you need to follow some guidelines and such. So what this thing here is an integrated sphere. This here is homemade, because if you were to get a real one like this, you would have to maybe pay $5,000 to get a good one. I've seen a lot of guys using those really small ones. I don't really believe those works any good, and the measurements everybody gets out of them are just false in my opinion. People are then claiming that a 1000 lumen halogen bulb is 3000 lumens, and maybe a 2000 lumen bulb, LED bulb, is like 10,000 lumens, so that's just wrong. But this here will not give exact lumen readings, but testing the same type of bulbs with exactly the same types of design, it gives a really good measurement in my opinion, looking at the difference in brightness between the two bulbs. And this here is white on the inside, and it's just like bouncing the lights around and then getting it to the sensor. So, and there's also like a baffle plate that is blocking a light directly shining into the sensor. So here we have the Philips Extreme Vision, and it gives out 13.7 Klux, 13,700. Osram Nightbreaker Laser, 14.2, 14,200. General Electric Megalight Ultra, I believe they call it, I don't really remember. And we can see 14.7, so it's definitely the brightest of the bunch. 14.6. Will probably hover somewhere between that 14.5, 14.6. So it's the brightest one now. So in this test here I'm using this Halogen 3 halogen lens, and I have a place in the fairly exactly same places with these things touching in there, and manually adjusting a little bit to get it on the points directly, and then using the same low beam points at the dome side here to get some fairly accurate measurements. Of course, this is not 100% far from it, but I believe, in my opinion, it gives some good indications of the brightness and the beam pattern and the overall performance. So I tested these bulbs in a low beam Hella, I believe, generation 3 halogen reflector lens, and when switching through the different bulbs, all of the three ones, you maybe won't really see the difference, but if you look closer you will see that the beam difference is a little bit where the light is like shining, and I really hope that is because of the construction of the bulb itself and not me, not or the bulb placement not being correct on all of the bulbs when installing them into the lens. But I think it's because of the bulbs themselves. So here we really can see the difference in performance. We see in each of those black dots I have used a luxmeter to measure the brightness, and on the top there we see the Megalight Ultra versus the laser, and we can see overall the GE Megalight is almost brighter in any spot. So there is a significant brightness upgrade or difference from the Osram to General Electric bulb. Only on the right side, no, I mean the left side, it's a little bit weaker for some reason. And then on the downside there, we compare it to the Racing Vision. I believe the Racing Vision maybe is a little bit less bright compared to the laser, but we see overall the General Electric is actually much brighter compared to this one as well. So yeah, I think this was a good measurement. General Electric, they have gotten or taken a lot of award previously with their halogen bulbs, and this Megalight Ultra series is their newest updated bulb, and General Electric is a really big company, probably with really good manufacturing experience and also a lot of experienced engineers as well, and they are fairly big in the lighting field, not just in automobiles but in general when it comes to lighting. So competition is good, it makes the market better and everybody tries to do their best. So there will probably be some other bulbs in the future that will maybe be brighter than this one as well. And of course my testing is not 100%, so there can be some mistakes here and there, but I think this gives a indication of the difference between the different bulbs here. Thank you for watching.